afternoon and welcome to the Biztech's Asian Midday Market Watch, powered by Rajhi Bank, Malaysia. Kelvin Wong, market strategist at CMC Markets, is our guest today. Kelvin, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Brian. Good to see you again.
It's great to see you as well, Kelvin. Now, before we get your insights, let's take a quick look at how crypto markets have been performing, and then we'll look at regional stock markets. Now, Bitcoin is at only 27,640.7. It's down 11.46%. Ethereum is below the psychological 2,000 mark. It's at 1,900.74. It's down a whopping 19.23%. Now, looking across the regional stock markets, we start with the SGX. It's at 3,201.77. It's down 0.75%. Closer to my home, it's the KLSC is at 1,557.05. It's up 0.07%. Shanghai is at 3,070.6. It's up 0.39%. The ASX All Ordinaries is at 7,184.9. It's down 1.64%. The Nikkei is at 25,847.5. It's down 1.41%. The Hang Seng is at 19,617. It's down 1.05%. And rounding up the numbers, we've got the Kospi, which is at 2,567.29. It's down 0.96%. Now, Kelvin, what's your view on how markets have performed this morning?
Well, if you look at the current situation in the market right now, we actually the mechanics or the performance is actually pretty much similar. So I will see that we kind of have caught that bearish bug from the overnight poor performance of the US stock market. So all the major US stock market kind of erased their one-day gain that was actually recorded in on Tuesday itself. Yeah. So what we could see over here is that overall, from a multi-week perspective, there's still no signs of a potential bullish reversal from this multi-week medium-term bearish trend that is seen on the SPX 500, the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000, and most importantly, the Nasdaq 100.
And Kelvin, a lot of that is to do with the CPI numbers that came out yesterday, wasn't it?
So let's take a look at the CPI number. So one thing, kind of a positive, if you look at the actual number itself, it kind of is inched down slightly a bit from 8.3% year over year, we recorded in April, from 8.5% in March. So the 8.5% in March was a 41-year high, mind you. So what we could see over here, but however, the expectation was actually expected much lower, which is at 8.1%. So what we are being seen over here is that, hey, it seems to me that this inflationary pressure is not softening as much as what market consensus is actually believing to be. So that actually kind of keep the bearish momentum alive for risk asset, at least in the medium-term perspective, which what we could actually start to see in the price action that is being played out last night on the US stock market. So definitely the worst hit will definitely be the tech and growth stocks, which is represented by Nasdaq 100, and the small caps, which is the meme stocks, we call that as a growth stock as well, that is pretty much sensitive to a higher interest rate environment, which is the Russell 2000 underperforming as well.
Now, Kelvin, on a different note, the crypto markets have taken a bloodbath.
Yes,
walk us through what's happened and the implications for investors.
So basically, two things that are actually creating this negative feedback loop into the crypto space right now. So before very quickly, we talk about the let's go to the year-to-date performance currently right now. So year-to-date, that means starting from the start of the year until right now, what I'm seeing right now live. So basically, all the major crypto for Bitcoin, Polygon, Cardano, all them are down from negative 40% to negative 76% for Polygon. So what we could see over here is a death spiral. So what triggered this death spiral in the crypto space right now is definitely number one. We talk about the risk of impact, which is we mentioned earlier, is that the cryptocurrency do not provide a kind of a very negative correlation with equity prices, which is also falling off right now, precisely due to a number one, higher cost of funding going forward, which is there is no indication that the Fed will stop its hawkish guidance on rising rates and even on the quantitative tightening program that's going to about soon, which is starting in next month as well. And the second reinforcer of this negative feedback loop is actually over the weekend, there's this, within this eco space, there's this stable coin. So this stable coin, we call it US TIRA, which is UST in short. So US TIRA itself is pretty much unique against other stable coin like US Tether and US coin. The former two are being backed by fiat currency. That means
Yes.
1-to-1 against USD. But what's unique about US TIRA is they're actually not backed by fiat currency, but however they are backed by some kind of algometric. Pardon me, my tongue twister. Algometric programming. Yeah, so it's algo programming that
Yes.
there's some we call it a shock to their algo programming that actually caused an unpack of their 1-to-1 pack against the USD. So over the last weekend, they actually unpack it due to this algo programming error, and till today they are not able to actually revive the pack. So now they're actually trading at one US TIRA is only worth 0.6 cents against the dollar. And what we could see over here is that the cryptocurrency that is used to actually drive this algo programming to actually maintain that pack is Luna. So Luna is actually a crypto token within the US TIRA ecosystem. If you look at the plunge of Luna since the start of this year, it's now close to 99%, which is 100% plunge, and almost wiping out its entire gain that is being seen seen at the start of March 2020. March 2020 all the way to its current all-time high formed earlier in April. So that is a very, very significant plunge that actually causes a very, very we call it a feedback loop, negative feedback loop that is being triggered into the rest of the crypto space. So what's important this week over here is that we look at the two majors, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's start with Ethereum first. So Ethereum right now is actually testing its major range support at 1930. So this week will be very pivotal for Ethereum. So if we have a very clear weekly close below 1930, we could actually start to see a major bearish trend in ETH USD. That means it could take us as low as this 500 level, which is 488/358. Given that if we start to breach below 1350 as well. And very similar observation can be seen on the Bitcoin, which is the Bitcoin versus USD. So right now, in fact, it's breaking below that 30,100 mark level,
Correct.
key major range support. So because this is a key major range support level, we need to have a weekly close to actually determine whether that we are now entering the major bear market. So if that's really so, we could take us down to as low as 13,870, 11,775. So that's close to another significant decline for the crypto space over here. So
what is the interim support level there? Because that's quite a spread from 30,000. We're now, I think I just read that earlier, as 27,000 plus, just under 28,000. Where's the next support level?
Okay, so the next support level, the next key one, right, we talk about the more medium-term support level, right, will be the December 2017 high. So that high itself that led to close to
19,000.
19,000. Yeah. So this is a very important psychological why, because this level, after this level, we start to see a significant corrective move on Bitcoin that lasted for close to 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this level, is pretty crucial as well.
Thank you very much for taking your time to be on the show. This has been an excellent analysis.
My pleasure, Brian.
Now, we've been speaking to Kelvin Wong, market strategist at CMC Markets, on Biztech's Asian Midday Market Watch, powered by Rajhi Bank Malaysia. I'm Brian Fernandez. This video and podcast will be on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as Rajhi Bank's social media platforms. Thank you very much for tuning in.